it is time for the X Division Championship to go on the line. Regardless of what the consultant Don Callis says, regardless of what he thinks, let's go to the X Factors. Yes, it is the first opportunity for Michael Shane to put his gold at stake. X Division title defense number 1. NWA steps in. Yes, Eric Watts made the match, Mr. Callis, awarding the title shot to the former two-time X Division champ, Jerry Lynn. Pretty simple. Bottom line, youth and Michael Shane, the experience in Jerry Lynn.
Put him in a terrible position because right after that match, he's going to face Jerry Lynn, the man who revolutionized the X Division.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the X Division Championship of the World. Making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, he weighs in at 212 pounds, Jerry
Jerry Lynn, referred to as one of the pioneers of the X Division, and rightly so, motioning down to Don Callis here at our broadcast.
How do you know he's not motioning at you today?
Oh, believe me, that look was straight at you, Don Callis.
Listen, I'm a TNA official, and I cannot be touched today. Are we straight on that?
Let's go to JB.
And about to make his way to the ring from San Antonio, Texas, he is the current, reigning, and defending X Division Champion of the World, Michael Shane.
Guys, let's talk about the perseverance and the gutty performance of Michael Shane. It paid off big last Wednesday. Frankie Kazarian, Chris Sabin intently focused on each other during that match. The final stages of the Ultimate X bout, and the blood-drenched Michael Shane. He flew across the overhead cable, hand over hand. He pulled down the X Division belt before he crashed, before he collapsed to the mat to capture the X Division title. The biggest night, the biggest accomplishment in this young man's career.
Let's face it, the X Division revolutionized pro wrestling, but the bar has been raised after Michael Shane won the title in the Ultimate X.
You know, I've got to give you kudos, Don Callis, you and TNA officials for coming up with the Ultimate X match. What a concept. Fantastic.
I've got all sorts of concepts, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do with Jerry Lynn. I'm trying to make him a more complete performer by having him perform within the rules that we've set out.
Not going to share any of the credit with that with other TNA officials. Completely your idea,
From the mind of Don Callis, you said it best.
You know, he said it best. You know, Don, you mentioned this earlier, and I'd like to get this straight from you, Callis. Yeah. You know, other than that one little problem that you had several weeks ago with the Sandman, it's pretty obvious to me that you've been singling out Jerry Lynn.
I've been trying to help Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn has singled himself out with his behavior or his misbehavior. You know, without rules in society today, we only have anarchy, and Jerry Lynn is no different than any other wrestler. He's got to perform within the rules.
You know, I have to question how the actions of the TNA management consultant Don Callis might affect the concentration of Jerry Lynn in this match. I mean, think about it. What, will you fined him $5,000 last week? You banned him from the building 3 weeks ago, which cost him a payday as well, claiming excess violence.
And that's exactly what it is. There has been excess violence. He broke a scale, a real skipper's head. I mean, he put his hands on an official. He's being excessively violent right now. We have to keep him within the rules.
Excessively violent right now.
Look at him. He's completely out of control. He's clearly imbalanced. He's a great wrestler. There's no doubt about it. But he needs to keep his emotions in check today.
You wouldn't be coming up with all of this just to justify your job position as consultant, would you?
Well, now today, wait a minute now. I mean, I'm here to make things better. And if by making Jerry Lynn perform within the rules, it's better for TNA, then that's what I'm all about. I'm all about the customers here.
See if we can concentrate on this one-on-one match.
Let's talk about Michael Shane.
I'll tell you what an incredible effort Michael Shane had last week, but I have to agree with Eric Watt's decision. I think Jerry Lynn is the perfect choice for his first title defense. The two-time X Division champion, one of the pioneers of the X Division. Mike, I love this decision.
I agree. I concur 100%. Let's face it. Jerry Lynn, AJ Styles, low-key, among others, responsible for putting the X Division on the wrestling map.
As you can see right there, Jerry Lynn was saying, this is for you, Don Callis.
You know, just because Jerry Lynn hasn't been in the title picture in the last couple of months, do not discount his chances here against Michael Shane.
You know, I mean, there's no doubt it's a good point. Jerry Lynn is one of the best wrestlers on the planet. He has been for several years. This is a man who can win titles on any given night, but he needs to keep those emotions in check because it's costing him money and it's costing him bookings in front of this camera.
You think about what Jerry Lynn has accomplished lately. What has he done lately? How about the 3 straight wins over Illich Skipper? How about the decisive victory that settled the score with Just Incredible? I think it was a great call by Eric Watts and by the NWA to give him this title match.
Don't you think it's unfair, though, to Michael Shane, who went through that grueling match? I mean, you saw the package, and now he's in there with Jerry Lynn, who's not only a great wrestler, but emotionally imbalanced and unpredictable today. That's why I'm out here, to make sure nothing happens.
What you call
unfair to Michael Shane because he's put into a situation where he has to defend the belt against a competitive opponent?
You know, Jerry Lynn made it a point a few months back that he was going to have a different attitude. He was tired of being the doormat, tired of being stepped on, and I applaud his new attitude.
Well, you would applaud it because you love excessive violence. But I'm here to tell you that that's not what our customers want. And you better get with the program, Don West.
Yeah, why don't you tell us about the demographics?
Beautiful there by Michael Shane.
My next pet project could very well be this announce booth.
And continue.
Well,
Don't just make veiled threats.
That's all I'm going to say. You encourage Jerry Lynn, you're going to get him fired.
Michael Shane now getting the momentum here, taking over.
Baseball slide by Shane. The champ connects with the lower back of Lynn.
I defy you to find someone with better genetics for this business, for this sport, than Michael Shane today.
You know,
I agree with you there. How can you argue with that? How can you argue about the genetics of Michael Shane?
Hey, he's the heartbreak kid, Shawn Michaels. Cousin Michael Shane.
And you know what, though? All that aside, he did earn that victory on his own. He is a great young talent. And you know, somebody that's going to be hard for Jerry Lynn to prepare for.
Notice a little different attitude from Michael Shane tonight.
It all went to his head. All went to his head. You can see that immediately.
It sure seemed that way during the pre-match interview.
Oh, man, oh, did he give it to Jerry Lynn there?
Drop toe hold sends Lynn face first into the steel ring steps.
You say it's gone to his head. I say he's got the confidence of a champion, the confidence of a man with a bloodline that is bred for this business and bred to be a champion.
There's a difference between confidence and an inflated ego. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah, always that fine line between confidence and cockiness, and it just looked to me during the pre-match interview with Terry Taylor like he's passed and crossed that line.
He's prancing right there, and Jerry Lynn's right behind him. I mean, that's just not a smart move on his part.
Yeah, if you just won the Ultimate X and you look like Michael Shane, you do whatever you want to. Oh!
Well, he may have the shortest X Division title holding in history right here.
Springboard drop kick by Lynn, directed to the face of Michael Shane, sends the champion down to the arena floor, and Lynn's going to follow up out here to see if he can take advantage of this situation.
Jerry Lynn needs to keep this in the ring. He is, however, a tremendous athlete, and that's why I'm trying to rehabilitate him.
Rehabilitate him?
Now he needs to keep this in the ring and not bring it over here.
Right here. This one's for you.
Listen, I'm making notes. He's called as a witness of this.
The challenger sends the champion, Michael Shane, face first right into the broadcast table while he was motioning the whole time to Don Callis.
Jerry Lynn made a statement right there, but Michael Shane, oh, Jerry Lynn's so wily.
Great agility by Lynn to land on his feet. Going to try and roll him up off the ropes. Smart move, though, by Shane to hook that top rope.
Oh, caught him perfectly on the rope.
Yeah, then drops him down. Throat first goes Jerry Lynn across that top steel cable.
You know, Michael Shane is...
Pin attempt here. 2 count and... Oh! Wow, Jerry Lynn just got the shoulder up.
Michael Shane might be one of the best pure athletes in this company. I mean, he is just unbelievable in the ring.
I won't argue that.
Yeah, that's a consensus opinion from all of us, especially after what we witnessed 1 week ago with him prevailing in the Ultimate X match to be X Division champion.
You're seeing the man who set the standard for the X Division, and now you're seeing the man who has now raised the bar, Michael Shane. This is a classic matchup for him.
I agree with you.
I love the matchup.
I do too. Classic matchup. I'm with you 100% on that. That's why both Don and I seconded the NWA, allowing and awarding the title shot to Jerry Lynn.
Oh, I'll tell you what, great throw down there by Michael Shane as Jerry Lynn, though, doesn't quit it. He just gives it right back to him.
Pulling the hair is technically illegal in the sport.
But Michael Shane just did it to Jerry Lynn a minute ago.
It's a one-way street from our consultant.
That's right.
And you notice that Jerry Lynn motioning again to Don Callis here at the broadcast table. You just have to wonder about his focus in this match. Doesn't seem to be 100% on Michael Shane.
No, and that's a mistake. He should be focused on winning the title.
You know, I think even though great move on Michael Shane's part right there, I think we need to see the same Michael Shane we saw last week, a determined Michael Shane, not caught up in the glory of being an X Division champion Michael Shane.
Well, I mean, he's got an opportunity here. I mean, titles are one thing, but you get a win over Jerry Lynn. I mean, that is huge tonight. Huge, Don West.
That is huge.
And now the champion rolls Jerry Lynn back into the ring. Follows up the offensive. Measures him in the corner.
And now see, he's grabbing his hair there, Don.
Oh, Michael Shane's tremendous. He truly is a showstopper.
Really is a matchup here of youth versus experience. You realize that Michael Shane was just 8 years old when Jerry Lynn started his career.
Man. Oh, there's the experience of Jerry Lynn.
That's exactly right. That's where the experience pays off. The reversal, sending Shane face first into the corner turnbuckle.
My only fear is that Jerry Lynn is so focused on our partner at the table right now, Callis, that he's not concentrating fully on Michael Shane.
Off the flying forearm. Scoop into mid-ring slam by Shane.
Oh!
Looks a little bit familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, offense, style, cockiness, confidence, all patterned after the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels.
The bloodlines run deep.
Perched up on the top rope.
Look at the confidence tonight.
Shane gonna fly. Decides against going off the top rope with a high-risk move.
He's not concerned with the customer
Speaking of Shawn Michaels, looks like he's setting up for the signature move of the Heartbreak Kid.
He's going to tune Jerry Lynn in right now.
Oh, Jerry Lynn was prepared. Oh, beautiful! Kick to the face by Jerry Lynn.
Came back to answer with a kick of his own, and that one was for you as well, Callis. You notice every time Jerry Lynn looks over here, Callis backs up about 4 or 5 feet.
Like I said, though, he seems to be too focused on not Callis over here. Oh!
Hey, listen, you need to concentrate on your match. You need to concentrate on your match. Look at what he's done with his mind today. This is what I'm talking about. And Eric Ross put him out here.
Oh, did you see that? Cheap shot, low blow from behind.
I must have missed
Small
it.
package, kick out at 2.
Jerry Lynn wasn't going to have it. But he's hurting.
It's a mistake not to concentrate on the champion when you're in a title match.
And Shane takes Lynn. Brings him back up.
Oh, he's going to try to beat him with his own move?
Look like,
That's going to happen to Jerry Lynn.
reversal,
Oh, here it
counter.
is.
Ready for a little down.
Whoa, what is this? What? Pull him off! Pull him off!
From the mount position. Now what?
The frustration of Jerry Lynn is he's taking it out on Michael Shane. What Don Callis? I don't know.
Threw down the headsets and he's
Headed to the back.
was taking notes the whole time out here as well.
Oh, he is obsessed with Jerry Lynn. I don't care what he says. He's obsessed with him. Oh, Jerry Lynn nails him there.
I think we can finally concentrate on the in-ring action. Running clothesline by Lynn. Takes down Shane.
Oh, beautiful spear.
Charges out of the corner. Drops him with the spear. Jerry Lynn senses the opportunity to once again become X Division champion. To see if he can follow up the spear.
And now that Don Callis is out of here, maybe he can concentrate
Here it comes.
strictly and become the
Gonna
three
try to take him up.
Oh!
Power bomb. Drove him down with authority.
I'm just trying to figure this out, Michael. Will he become the first 3-time X Division champion?
I think he would.
I believe he would.
Lynn motions to the crowd that he's going to put away the champion. Can he finish him off? Shane to his feet. Going to take him up. Loves to do the TKO out of this move. That's exactly what it was. Fireman's carry into the TKO.
Let me introduce you to Mr. Lynn here, Michael Shane.
Lynn slow to go for the cover. I thought he was going to go for the pin attempt out of the TKO, but maybe he's just setting him up for the cradle pile driver.
Oh, I think Michael Shane.
That's it.
Here it goes.
Signature move. Cradle pile.
Wait a minute. Bring out the security. Kevin Northcutt and Ryan Wilson.
Yeah, red shirt security come out, and they've had their problems as well with Jerry Lynn in recent weeks. Don Callis bringing the red shirt security out. Oh no, the super kick. That's what it was. That was the difference. It was the distraction.
The winner of the match, and still X Division champion of the world, Michael Shane.
That was just wrong, Mike. Wrong.
Look how proud Callis retains the title thanks to that man, Don Callis, and thanks to the red shirt security, Ryan Wilson and Kevin Northcutt.
Somebody ought to fine Callis $5,000, in my opinion.
Michael Cherry retains the X Division title in his first title defense. Let's send you to an interview that I conducted earlier today with the man who challenges AJ Styles for the NWA title tonight, Raven.